Do not attempt to adjust your programming.
Don't do it.
You are now listening to B-Movies and Beyond.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is true. Bum, bum.
Both too early. Yeah, welcome in to episode 345 of B Movies and Beyond. It's gonna be a quickie.
Sometimes a quickie's just good enough.
That is true. And we'll see if it's really a quickie. You know, sometimes like we're like, shit. It keeps on going and going and going.
I remember I was hanging out with a friend a long time ago, and I mean, her and I have always been very platonic, and just one day we were just casually just having lunch, and she's just like, you know, sometimes a quickie is just good enough. And I was like, I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you get that. Like, that's all right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey Peter, how's it going?
Pretty good, Ryan. And yourself?
Doing well. I've you know what? I realize I'm getting older. You know how?
You ache?
No.
Oh.
I've been waking up early.
I don't know if that's necessarily like an old age thing, Ryan.
I
think that's called responsibilities.
I've always had responsibilities, but I've always just pushed them off towards the end of the night. But like, I just have been waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and like up, and you know, finding time to work out and finding time to better my health, even though I'm drinking a beer right now. And you know, it's just I did a training today, which was pretty cool. I haven't done a training in a long time. It's weird. I got excited for a training.
A training for yourself?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice. What did you learn?
I learned. I did a class on how to properly do paint correction on a car.
Ooh, that's cool. Come fix my car.
You got to pay me. I'm a certified professional now.
Did you really get a certificate?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Did you write it? You create it?
No, I did a training with the top orbital buffer company in the world. They're based in Italy, and their USA home base is in Denver, Colorado. Their name is Rupes. Nice. So it's pretty cool. Can you hear my TV in the background?
No.
Okay, good. Perfect. I have tried to lower the volume unsuccessfully, and I think my Sonos bar is not working right now, so we're just gonna wing it. But Peter, you've been waking up early for a long time anyway, haven't you?
Oh yeah. And I don't like. That's part of the reason why this is gonna be a quickie, because I'm exhausted right now.
Is that why there's a hard out?
Yeah, it's a hard. Well, yeah, it's hard out because I'm exhausted, and I gotta wake up again early tomorrow. Oh, I should probably figure out what time I need to wake up. But yeah, consistently I wake up, you know, at 4:15 usually.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm pretty used to that now. Not to say that I enjoy it, but I'm used to it. It's not that bad. Today, so my dad's been visiting, so that's also why I've been so busy, and we didn't have notes for this episode. Actually, I haven't uploaded our last episode yet. I'm a little bit behind.
Yeah,
and yeah, I've been having a good time with my dad, and he just went back this morning, and I got up at 3:30 for that, and that was a little bit too much apparently. I'm not used to that, and so now I'm exhausted and been doing a lot of just stupid things.
Well, Peter, you know what? Maybe that's the theme of this episode, taking time for ourselves. And you know, we get so caught up in watching movies and trailers and comic book shit and playoffs and pro wrestling and stuff like that. And sometimes we just got to take care of ourselves. And you spending time with your dad, I think that was a very great thing that you were able to do, you know, even if it was at a sacrifice where you couldn't watch a movie this week. Our friends will. Our
Oh, you know
friends
what?
and our
I
fans
watched
will
the
look.
movie.
What'd you watch? Well, we'll talk about it later.
I'll do it. Well, this is a tease, Ryan. This is what's coming up. This is
Oh yeah.
we tease everyone so they stick around. But I watched Raiders of the Lost Ark. I
The
forgot. Indiana
the
Jones.
oh cool. The prequel to Laura Croft. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, jeez, I forgot. I made I guess I don't know if I made my dad, but yeah, I said, "Hey, it's been a long time since I've seen that." And my wife doesn't want to watch it, so Dad, you're here. Let's watch it.
You know it's great when you find okay, like you just said, your wife doesn't want to watch it, but Brittany was telling me she's never seen Ghostbusters,
Yeah.
and I found a perfect opportunity. And I mean, it might not be my review, but I've literally watched all the Ghostbusters in the past like 2 weeks, all of them.
Nice.
Yeah, 1, 2, the girl one, the very melodramatic one, and then the most recent one.
It's like they're all really good.
Anything with Bill Murray. Bill Murray just makes I don't know if Ghostbusters would be Ghostbusters if Bill Murray was not in it.
Uh, yeah, I agree, but um I don't know. Like these new ones have done a solid job where I feel like they have proven that he is not necessary. I mean, not to like shortchange like the originals, man. The originals are fantastic. Like, and I don't think Ghostbusters 2 gets enough credit. Like, it's a solid sequel. It really is. And
That's
just
one where they're walking downtown in the Statue of Liberty, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh
that was a good one.
yeah, you gotta up the ante and like they had an actual different bad guy than Gozer, like it just I don't know why people disliked it so much. Like it's a really fun movie. And I here's the thing where I feel like maybe they haven't quite gotten this yet because especially this Frozen Empire, the thing that they did with Phoebe I thought was ridiculous. But we won't get into that again.
Oh, yeah.
Um the the dynamics behind like the whole team, right? Harold Ramis, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Ernie Hudson. Like they blended so well, and I don't know if they quite have gotten that with the new family team. I think some of it's there, but I don't think they gave them enough attention and let them really gel. Like they created some weird distancing. Oh, now I can hear your TV.
Yeah. Well, let's
Oh
pause
yeah.
it. That shit's boring.
Yeah. So I kudos to you. That's been something I've been wanting to do is watch all the Ghostbusters again, which I mean, I probably always watch the first one at least once a year. But the second one I don't always get to. So,
Yeah.
and well, my question though is how does Britt like it? How did she like all of them?
You know who loved it? Jade.
Jaden.
Oh, she loved him.
Nice.
And I was able to keep her like in the movie,
Yeah.
and she certainly just loved it. I mean, she wanted to talk about it. She wanted to watch the next one. She did have a hard time with Afterlife. I'll tell you that because Afterlife was one of those where um it was slow for her, and I was like, Jade, you need to watch this to understand what's going on with the most recent one. And then when it started getting some action, she was just like into it.
Yeah.
But
I get that. There was some
yeah.
character build up and stuff. So but that's awesome. Not too scary for her, huh?
No. She likes those kind of movies, which is really fun to watch because they don't really terrify her.
That's
So,
good.
yeah.
That's awesome.
And
Like
she takes pride in like wanting to watch scary movies.
Nice.
There's some stuff where she's like, it's a little scary for me, but then
That's too much.
yeah, but you just gotta gauge it. But I got a little movie watching partner where we could watch some decent stuff and it takes the attention off Bluey. And I'm good with that. But lately, we'll talk a little teaser, but we have some good recommendations because it is that time of year in Denver, Colorado. But Peter, I don't want to mess up too much of the flow of this episode. However, last episode we did news before trailers, and guess what, buddy?
What's that?
We're gonna do it again
Oh, okay.
because we're gonna start with a quick question. Like always.
What? How? Why? I have so many questions!
But I thought we were talking about trailers. I'm confused, Ron.
We're not doing trailers yet because
I almost went to the wrong thing on the screen. I'm like, this isn't the trailers soundbite.
no, we're doing a quick question. We got to go into a quick question. There's a reason I brought this up because my quick question is, what TV show house would you rent in or for an Airbnb? So like if you had to choose an Airbnb, but it was like a direct replica of TV show, animated, movie, whatever house, Airbnb to the T, what would you pick?
To the T, like
a themed house.
let me just ask. Well, okay, so like I've seen like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme house, and that was or Airbnb type deal, and like that was pretty cool, and I would totally stay there. But it'd be even cooler, I think, if they just did more of the replica of. I would say, I don't know if I want to do the original. I want to do the Secret of the Ooze, the new layer that they found. That was the train station. That was badass.
Can you rent a train station underground on Airbnb?
I feel like you can rent anything. You can rent the glamping areas, the glamping tents. But tell me, is this too far though? I mean, is like Wayne Manor with the Bat Cave, is that too much?
No.
Oh, well then probably that one.
You would pick Wayne Manor?
Yeah,
I like that. Oh,
yeah,
you get the
dude.
Batcave.
Yeah, you get the whole mansion, and then there's all these like secret compartments to get to the Bat Cave, right? And then you get to mess around the Bat Cave.
Oh, I think you win this one.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything better. I could say the Avengers Tower. I do like the Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze, and the third one, like their sewer lounge.
Isn't it the same place?
Yeah, it was just like they were finally moved in the third one,
Yeah, they had more stuff. Yeah,
Yeah. But the Bat Cave, that's a good one.
I just because you get both things, man. You get like
Yeah.
both, like the best of both worlds, right? You get this mansion plus a Bat Cave, and there's a lot of shit in that Bat Cave.
That even beats the Ghostbusters house.
The firehouse, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that would be cool too. But I think like hands down, I mean, there's just like that is like the talk about like a play place, right? Man, like all the hidden slides, you get to go down like a fire pole. Like it is, and I just feel like they made new entrances in every single movie, for whatever the need called for. They're like there was it Batman Forever? He actually had one to the Batcave from like his Wayne Tower, which I don't know how that worked, but imagine going down that slide. Woo.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Do you get like the best of all Batman worlds? Because remember, like when he wasn't staying at the mansion, he in the Dark Knight, he was staying in Wayne Manor, and he had his own Batcave there. Or do you get Wayne Manor?
I think you get Wayne Manor.
Yeah, I guess that's the only one that really matters. That Dark Knight.
Because Dark Knight, you got that. He was like not even in Wayne Manor. They were rebuilding at that point, right? Like,
he was in the penthouse.
Yeah, the penthouse. Who cares about that shit?
Yeah,
they got rid of what was cool. They got rid of the Batcave.
That's true.
Maybe that's why I don't like that movie.
I think that's a good reason because the Batcave was just a big empty room with the Batmobile and your favorite bike. You know what? Now I think about it, that really does upset me too. Like the Batcave is very much a character, just like Batman is.
Yeah, I mean it's like I'm surprised they didn't do that with the Teen Titan Go, right? Like the
Yeah.
Batcave gets a movie, you know, the Bat, like, dude, all that's the Bat stuff is also iconic, right?
Mhm.
The utility belt, the Batmobile, you know, just all those things. The Batcave. I feel like I'm missing something else that really stands out. But I mean, like everything that he makes, like, just is so iconic. You know, they all
And
deserve
just
their
put
own movie.
like bat shark repellent.
Exactly.
That's the best. All right, Peter, there's no comparison. I think you win.
Okay.
It was
All
not a
right.
competition. It was just a general question, but you made it a competition and you totally won.
Nice, nice. Well, what was yours that you thought of?
I liked your Ninja Turtle idea. I also like Ghostbusters.
But
You said Batcave, and I was like, well, why not Superman Crystal Palace?
ooh, see, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I even thought about like if something practical would have been like the Fresh Prince house or Friend's apartment or Jerry Seinfeld's apartment. Those would be kind of cool, but nope, I don't want them. I want the Batcave.
Yeah, me too.
Or, and this leads us into news. It's not trailers.
Oh. It's just so confusing me because how is this leading to one thing to the next? I'm very lost.
Because now through Airbnb, they recreated Charles Xavier's X Mansion in the
Dude,
style of X-Men 97. You can go rent a room Airbnb style.
that's pretty cool.
Did you see the link? I know you didn't look
I
at notes,
I
but
just clicked on it and I'm waiting for it to pop up. Do you have it?
oh, they don't have pictures on this one. They have a video. You can find it on Instagram. You can find it on tons of social media. Let me just pull it up real quick so our viewers can see it. X-Men Airbnb. What I like about it is, all right, let's see, Hollywood Reporter. We'll reference them. We'll present here. We'll go to share screen and Airbnb to rent the X-Men mansion. Complete with Sentinel head in the front.
I was wondering if that was actually real. I thought maybe it's CGI, but that's awesome that it's real.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, they need more photos.
That's the only picture.
Where's the pictures? Why am I failing at this?
Lame. It's these articles.
Can
I
you
guess you
rent?
gotta be on Instagram.
Oh, you can rent the house from up in the air.
No way.
That's what this says.
Are you sure that this is all real?
Well, oh my gosh, why can't I computer today? While some companies will be fine going halfway, Airbnb is not pulling any punches. To the wit, Carl's house from Pixar film Up, which was recreated room by room and which can actually be suspended in the air by a crane.
Wow.
I don't know if I do that one.
I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Can you imagine that? Like, I just feel like that's just waiting to have a disaster. Like, you know, the crane just breaks and the whole thing goes down. All
right, Peter. There you go. Here's the video of Xavier's Institute for Higher Learning. Complete with Sentinel head.
A ravaged one.
Yeah, because the X-Men destroyed it. Look at the style of this house.
Dude, this almost looks fake. Like, this is crazy. It looks animated.
You can go into the danger room and Cerebro.
Dude.
That's why when you said Wayne Manor, I was like, damn it, Peter picked like the only other one that's bad. Look at the painting style on this, dude.
Yeah, this is pretty amazing though. Like the danger room. That kind of saw that moves. Some lasers. Dude, you get your exercise on.
Oh, you get Dr. Hank McCoy's science lab.
Nice.
It looks like a Meow Wolf experiment. Or
It does.
yeah.
They
There's
did
this,
a great job with this of just how animated it looks like. Like it's impressive.
that's what I need to do for the rest of my life. Make Airbnb property. Look, Wolverine's cow just sitting on in his bedroom with his swords. Look, the claw marks on his headboard.
Nice.
He has a picture of Gene and Scott and a broken alarm clock. You got
Jubilee's
Jubilee's room, complete with X arcade.
Dude, I want to know how much they spent on this. This is ridiculous.
I want to know how much you interact with this because, like, I would take Wolverine's cowl.
I know, like, is everything like all the helmets like glued down like an escape room? And man,
And Disney has
Put out
FU money.
Magneto stuff.
Look at Gambit's full on outfit just hanging out there.
Dude, I'm putting in all the costumes.
Even Storms.
Yes.
How cool is this, Peter?
This is so cool. What's the garage look like?
Oh,
it's it.
oh yeah, where's the Blackbird?
Yeah, or like they got the basketball, court in the back, in the backyard. Like that was pretty sweet. Like I thought. I thought they could just make it X-Men, but I thought it was gonna be more like the movie. But the fact that they went the animated route, made it so much better. Like that was pretty impressive. So,
well, I think we as B Movies Beyond, since we're gonna be the champions of something brewery, they should fly us out so we could stay at the X-Men mansion. I wonder what the wait list on that is. Oh my gosh, we apparently you can truly rent it out there, dude. Apparently you can. So
I believe it. I wonder if Airbnb helps flip the bill to make some of these unique places.
They would have to. I mean, it's publicity for them.
Yeah, that looked like a lot of work went into that.
Yeah, of course Disney's on it too, but I don't know. I mean, are you caught up on that series, by the way?
No.
Oh my gosh, where are you at?
I rewatched. No, where Jubilee went into the video game.
Oh, that's a fun episode.
Yeah, I finished that one. That was the last one I watched.
So episode 4.
Yep, that sounds about right.
wait for episode 5, Peter.
All right, I'm
not gonna tell you, but you might have an idea. Episode 5 changed how I thought about 30-minute cartoons.
I think I've heard that the episode 5 is really impressive. So I'm just I'm slow going. There's just too much going on, man. April was a busy month, and it looks like May's gonna be just as busy. So we'll see. We will see.
It's Cinco de Mayo. It's May the 4th be with you.
I know.
It is. It's gonna be May.
It is May.
Yeah. This one's a fun one, Peter. I guess I'll just share it because this is a quick little news segment. But the scrapped Netflix live-action Masters of the Universe movie was saved by Amazon and is going to get a 2026 release. Cool.
What dude? It's interesting how much this has bounced around, this live action thing, and the fact that Netflix scrapped it. I mean, is that the warning signs that Netflix is having some issues?
That's my thought. Was whoa, why is Netflix dropping that? It's not a dig on Masters of the Universe. It's a dig on Netflix. And
yeah,
Amazon's starting to really just put some money behind some really good programming. I mean, Fallout is good. The Boys is good. Gen V is good. The list goes on, and now we get to add a live action Master of the Universe movie. Yeah, sign me
That's
up.
cool.
Sign me
Yeah.
up. It's only the next progressional step to a Street Sharks movie, which we need.
It's
So,
coming. It's
it's
coming,
coming.
buddy.
I know. I cannot wait. I just wish that we would be the ones who were making the money off of it. Peter, one of our favorite movies is getting an earlier release date. Did you know this?
I mean, I was looking at the release date and it looks like it's September.
No, it's going to be in October.
I thought I saw something that's like coming out like right before October, which so you have pretty much all of October to watch Terrifier 3.
That'd be nice. This is what I like about this because we all know Terrifier 3 is getting its release date moved up. In this article, it says from October 25th to October 11th. Peter is getting word of September. September would be much better. Here's what I like about it. It is a horror movie with a Christmas theme, and it's getting an earlier release date. This movie is going to be in the theater for a while, and I think it's going to do
Yeah.
really, really well.
Probably. Because didn't the Terrifier 2 stay in the theaters for a while too, right?
Terrifier 2 came out. Did they come after Halloween?
Did it?
No, it came out in oh, it says it right here. It doesn't say the date.
I feel like it came out during Halloween. I think it came out like right at the end of October.
That's what I was thinking. I thought it was like the last week of Halloween or of October.
Yeah,
And
and I think it was mostly like in theaters like during November.
we're liars. It came out October 29th, 2022 at Fright Fest, but its US release was October 6th.
Huh.
But it was you know what we're getting confused with is I think they did a re-release of Terrifier and Terrifier 2 in November to try and boost ticket sales.
Okay.
Because remember, we're like, hey, we should go see this movie in the movie theater one last time. And we didn't make do on our promise.
Yeah, no, yep. I say a lot of things I've noticed and I don't.
Well, like you said, bro, we're busy.
Yeah.
But we're not too busy to make this podcast. So
that's right.
Christmas theme horror movie coming out. I agree with you. It should be September. I give the whole month of October for this. Dude, October, November for Terrifier 3. It's because it's going to be like a in between. So
yeah, maybe I was thinking of Saw 11. I guess that's coming out into September. Maybe that's
we got a bunch of random horror movies that came out at the end of October last year, which was dumb. Man, it's been a short week. I guess. What do you think about this, Peter? Rebel Moon is getting a director's cut.
Of course it is. Of
Fuck,
course
dude. Why? Why does Zack Snyder get a director's cut for all his movies? Like, why can't he just make his movie?
Well, that's what I don't get is that my understanding why he got 2 movies is because he's like, oh man, I got like 6 hours of footage, and the Netflix is like, all right, well, why don't you just do 2 movies? And he's like, sweet, done. And now they're still gonna make director's cuts of each of these. Like, it makes no sense. Like, did they? Like, I don't know. I mean, I've heard Netflix does some notes, but I feel like for the most part, they still kind of, take a step back. And so the fact that he's going to do this, I think this is just a stunt, like I think it's just here. Let's change it up a little bit so that we get people more invested in this, anything to get a couple more clicks, get some more subscribers. Which, by the way, I think I saw like Netflix actually had a really good like first quarter. Like they like maybe like 9 million extra subscribers or something.
Wow. After they made people split up their accounts.
Yeah, I guess that's probably what happened.
So, are you caught up on the Rebel Moon movies? 1 and 2?
No, I have not watched 2 yet.
I still haven't finished 1. I guess I gotta give it a try. I gotta find some time to watch this. That's dude. Here's the thing with Zack Snyder movies. I want to like Zack Snyder. I really, really do. But these stunts and stuff like this, just to me, it just kind of pushes me away. And I don't know. I don't know if because here's the thing: if I can't finish 1 and there's a 2 and they're planning on a 3, but they're releasing director's cuts, like that's just too much of watching the same movie.
Yeah, unless it was like Justice League where it was clearly like, wow, that movie was so bad, and like he didn't really, it wasn't his movie anymore. Joss Whedon saw to that, and that was the thing that's why Justice League was so interesting, and I think worth a watch, is because he actually got to finish it. He got to do it the way he really, actually probably more so that he really wanted to do this movie. So Rebel Moon, I already feel like is a director's cut with both of them. And it's kind of weird. Like I feel like this second movie, it came out and it didn't even pop up on the top of my screen.
Yeah.
When the first one came out, it was up at the top for a while. I didn't even see this one, and so I really didn't even know it came out. So it's weird that they're doing a director's cut, but
It just kind of snuck its butt in Netflix. Like, let me scroll through Netflix real quick and just see if it pops up. I'm not gonna watch it, but I'm gonna prove your point right. Equalizer. Oh, that's a good movie. Yeah, I don't even see it. None of them. Your next watch only on Netflix.
oh, you're on Netflix right now trying to see. Yeah, like it's kind of hidden. Actually, I
Yeah.
saw it in the top 10. It wasn't number 1 though. It was like 8. So, which sometimes I wonder if they fudge those numbers just to be like, yeah, you gotta make our movies top, at least the top 10.
I don't even see a top 10 on here.
Dude, it might be gone already. It
Wow.
really like it was kind of weird how fast that went away. I don't think that one did well, at least from like not really hearing anything about it. I think the reviews were very bad. So,
oh, here we go. I found it. Okay, top 10 movies in the U.S. today is Anyone But You. Man, Sydney Sweetie, she's Hollywood's like darling right now, isn't she?
seems like it.
And same thing with Glenn Powell. Like, I
Yep.
finally can distinguish the difference between him and Arnie Hammer. Miller's Girl. Oh, that's that just Ortega movie where she gets taken advantage by her teacher. And then you get Smurfs. And
Yep.
then you get Hack Your Health. Then you get Super Mario Brothers is 5. Super Mario Brothers is 5.
Dude, that thing does not quit.
Jesus. Illumination just killed it with this movie. Dude,
Yeah.
We haven't talked about this, but the promo with Nikola Jokic as Gru for the NBA playoffs for Despicable Me 4.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Like, what a total direct market towards the Denver market, because the rest of the world probably doesn't understand it. But
I think they do, dude. He just won his 3rd MVP.
I know, but like, dude, if you really watch basketball, like it's still the LeBron show. Like Jokic, like he's getting the MVPs. He's the best player in the league right now, but he doesn't get that recognition the way that we treat him here. Like, dude, we haven't fashion watch when he like walks into the court. So like the fact he walked in like grew, we lost our fucking minds.
Yeah, I think he's bigger than we think he is.
I hope.
He's huge in Denver, but I think he's bigger than we think he is outside of it. And
Well,
it
he
is
wants to take over the
interesting though,
moon.
like why get him involved? Like it's kind of a weird campaign because how many kids do you know are watching the NBA playoffs?
I don't know. Like
yeah, must just be for the parents.
it was funny though. Like the interview, the mock interview, and opening up the blinds and the minions, and the way Denver fans took the memes, dude. The memes of him as Gru, that the Lakers were his minions, stuff like that, dude. Oh my gosh, the memes that came out of it were kept me rolling for a week.
Oh yeah,
To answer a question, Rebel Moon Part 2, the Scavenger.
scavenger.
Is that how you spell scavenger?
No, I think you're right.
SCAR.
Scar giver.
Oh, Scargiver.
Yep. Well, what's that?
7.
Is that 7?
Yeah. But
So
you get other classics around it, like Woody Woodpecker Goes to Camp and Boss Baby. Boss Baby's number 10, and that came out in 2017, dude.
Dude, the kid stuff, man. Like you're set if you have good kid stuff, which when I look at Amazon, like that is probably the one of the things that I feel like they lack in. I never go to Amazon Prime for
Kid stuff.
kid stuff. Yeah. It's more for me because I can find a lot of terrible movies. It's fantastic.
Oh, dude, Amazon Prime is perfect for that. Like right now, I can watch Fallout, Invincible, Bates Motel, them we'd scare. Like, you can watch.
Those aren't terrible though. Those are just good shows.
This looks like a good show. Reese Darby in Japan. I love Reese Darby.
Yeah, is that a stand-up? Or what is it?
It looks like he just travels Japan. You know, the guy Murray from Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah, isn't he a stand-up?
Yeah, he does stand up.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Oh, Amazon's perfect because you get Dune Part 2, The Beekeeper.
You buy those.
Oh yeah, that's
You
true.
yeah, like they're not just free. I wish.
You know what movie I just watched recently from we've already reviewed it, but this is a good rewatch, is Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves.
Dude, you're 100% right.
Oh,
Like,
okay, you've seen it. Good.
yes, I have.
Okay.
And I've seen it, and I actually kind of like every once in a while I'll see it because I think it's on Amazon Prime right now, right?
Yeah.
I saw it, and I was like, I kind of want to watch that, and then I don't. But it makes me stop and think I could put that on because it's a good time.
Oh, I put it on and just like put it on for Brittany to just kind of like watch in the background, and I caught her and Jade sitting there watching it.
You're supposed to be working.
Yeah. It was a good little trick. I like those little tricks I can do. We should do a segment scrolling through the streaming medias.
Dude, well, I mean, I think that's how I find recommendations sometimes. So,
dude, Arcadian came out.
Yeah.
Well, hell.
Well, now we know what Ryan's watching tonight.
We gotta watch it. Well, I'm gonna watch X-Men 97.
Oh, okay.
Were you watching Back to the Future 3?
Was I? No.
Okay.
No. But I was, so I think I might go through all the Indiana Jones movies, and then I was thinking about Back to the Future, so like that might be next. So we'll see. Actually, when I say Indiana Jones, I just mean the original trilogy, and I'm not gonna do the other ones. So
the Shia LaBeouf one and the most recent CGI one.
Yeah, I did watch the most recent one, and it's just long. Like, it wasn't terrible. The story wasn't terrible. It was just really long and just kind of boring. But like when there's actually like action sequences, it's like, okay, I'm invested, and I felt it was decently funny and also a little bit heartfelt. It was kind of like a interesting sending off of Indiana Jones, like, so, but it was just way, way too long. Like they needed to trim the fat on that movie. Wow. I don't know why, sometimes studios do need to step in and be like, this is a little much. Like it was not necessary. So,
Velma
yeah.
got a second season.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, it did. Sorry, I'm going through all
You
the
are-
streaming services I have right now, going through their top 10.
Oh man, we might have to make the segment, but let's get into the trailers, Ryan.
Whoop-de-doo, let's do it.
Here are some exciting coming attractions from
Movies and Beyond.
I forgot we still had to do trailers.
Dude, should we just move past it?
Well, we could talk about them. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 trailers this week.
Wasn't there something that we were supposed to like talk about from last week that we didn't?
Let's recap. Let's see.
Let's review our notes.
Review our notes.
I don't
Blink Twice, Hitman, Trap, Joker, Transformers, Deadpool, Wolverine.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking it was Joker too, because we missed that one. But
we didn't talk about that.
No, we did. We didn't talk about when it actually was released, though.
That's right. We still don't have a Toxic Avenger trailer, which chaps my ass.
Oh, we kind of have it. We don't. Dude, that movie is just falling off the face of the earth.
That's what I'm afraid of, dude.
It seemed like it got enough, good reviews. Didn't it win at South by Southwest? Like it won some like awards. They're like fan favorites or something. I cannot just disappear. Like that makes no sense to me. So, but what are the trailers?
Mufasa. Say it again.
Mufasa.
We gotta get
prequel. Prequel to Lion King.
What a way to milk that franchise.
I like this, because I tried to watch the live action Lion King, but it was just Lion King, and there's just no point to it, so we turned it off.
So do you feel this is going to be different because it's not the Lion King movie?
Exactly. Like
okay.
Now I'm like, okay, you're actually going to tell an original story. Somehow it's all connected because Timon and Pumbaa's in it, which I was like, I don't know how that works because I don't think there's any reference in. Well, I didn't finish the live action, so maybe there's a reference. But
spoiler alert.
Is there or what? What's the spoiler?
It's the same movie as a cartoon.
Yeah, the Lion King, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no reference that Timon and Pumbaa somehow know Mufasa.
Oh yeah, is it the same actors?
Yeah,
or voice actors.
Yeah, it's Seth Rogen and Billy, whatever his name is.
Billy West?
No, it's like Eisner, maybe the guy that does like Billy on the Streets.
Oh yeah, Billy Eichner.
Sure. Yeah. So they return, like they made it in the trailer, which I couldn't tell if Mufasa was trying to help them or try to eat them. I was confused by it. So,
sorry,
but the fact that their names are in the title, like the title card of all these like big actors, which I gotta be honest, most of them I really did not recognize, so I don't know what that means, but
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know, but the fact that it's original story, I'm more invested and I'll probably watch it from start to end compared to the live action Lion King or the.
What's our next live action movie from Disney?
Mufasa.
Besides that, are we gonna get a live action Wreck-It Ralph?
That'd be not.
Oh, that's another movie I watched recently. That's a good one.
It is a good one. You all right?
I was sitting there thinking, I was like, man, I haven't had a dry cough in a long time, and then it just fucking hit me. It's just like,
Jinx yourself.
I
Jinx
know.
yourself.
And then the only thing I have here is a beer. Hey, you know what? We haven't done a
Chug it.
beer review in a long time. This is a True Brewing Company, and I bought it because they make their beers off death metal.
Nice.
And this is called Blood Axe. And it's a Nordic style ale brewed with grains of paradise and orange peel.
Nice. I got
Which I totally.
Land Shark.
Ooh, Land Shark's a good one.
It is the island style lager. Yeah.
Sorry, Mufasa review. I'm sorry, I paid attention to that like I did the trailer. I'm just not interested.
Yeah, I get it. It's just
Another one I'm not interested in is this Jurassic World Chaos Theory fucking Netflix thing, dude.
Isn't that just a series?
Yeah,
Series.
I thought it was gonna be a cool movie, and then I turned it on and it was all CGI. I was like, this is whack.
They've had a few of those now. I think it's actually working pretty well for the kids. So I'll be honest, I watched like some of the first season. I think yeah, but it didn't keep me. I don't know. I stopped watching, so it didn't keep me that enthralled with it. But they actually, when I remember, like the story is okay, and there's actually, them getting chased by dinosaurs, and the dinosaurs are actually kind of cool in it. Like they didn't like kid it up. So I don't know what this trailer looked like because I didn't watch it. But it's working. It's working for those kids.
Hey, you know what? Kids are the reason, and kids will always be the reason a series will stay alive. 100%. It doesn't matter about us as being adults and nostalgia. We will always, it'll come in waves for us, but kids will always be the constant. You throw Ninja Turtles at adults, there'll be a point in our life where we're like, yeah, that was cool. But kids will always eat up Ninja Turtles. They'll always eat up Jurassic Park. They'll always eat up whatever's thrown in their face. The thing is, it's how it's directed towards them. Because now you're watching, it's like a Disney real quick. There's Bluey, so you're watching a freaking 2 dingo dogs from Australia, and then there's this other show where this, what's this other show where he's like a hillbilly that's like living next to a coffee shop. I don't know. Anyway,
I don't know what you're talking about either. I heard the Bluey though, like, isn't everyone talking about like this newest Bluey?
It's banned or something.
No, I don't think it's banned, but like they made it like it makes adults cry. Apparently, I kind of want to watch it because I'm like, what's going on with this? But it's supposed to be like really touching. I don't know. My kids do not watch that yet, and I don't know why, but like it's on Disney like Plus like so much. I've tried to actually put it on, but my kid, like she's all into puppy or Paw Patrol. That's what she is. She's always like puppies. So that's what we watched nonstop is Paw Patrol, which holy shit, dude. That is like the Power Rangers of puppies show. Like there is so much Paw Patrols, and they go through all these transitions. Like one time they had powers, superpowers. Now, like, and then first time they just had like these kind of cool vehicles. Now they're into motorcycles. Like it just keeps on changing. They add new puppies with new special abilities. Like it's nuts, man. It's nonstop, and there's aliens, there's monsters. Like if you think about it, if you can think about it, it's in this show. It's crazy.
Go puppy rangers.
Yeah, it really is. And then like some kid, I don't know why this kid has all this technology to give to his puppies that he just finds on the streets, but and why he's the only person anyone ever calls when there's trouble in the city.
It's funny how those kid movies and shows are like there's this one kid who's just like the oracle of everything going on, and they know, like, an 8-year-old is like running this entire operation.
I mean, I get it though.
And the world's like, what? Yeah, that sounds totally normal with all these Power Ranger puppies and this 8-year-old running it. Cool.
If you're a 7-year-old or a 6-year-old, however old, and you're like, man, I can have my own super puppies, like, and tell them what to do, like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I get it.
You've been through Disney Plus a lot, haven't you? Well, it sounds like it.
I mean, no, not necessarily. We watch. Dude, I could probably count on my hand the number of things we watched on Disney Plus.
Let me guess. One is Moana.
That was so now the Paw Patrol's taking the place of Moana now.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Dude. But between Ellie and Gianna, like it is Gianna, like the Wish is on Disney Plus now, so we're watching that a lot. And before that, it was Frozen 2, Encanto. Encanto.
Yeah, you gotta say it's a Hispanic movie, dude.
Okay. Yes, you're right. I thought it was Encanto. Yeah, it's not bad, but is that 5?
Yeah. You know, this is the episode where we randomly scroll. I'll just tell you because does your Disney Plus have Hulu stuff on it? Because mine does, and it's kind of confusing because I see Star Wars and then I see Bob's Burgers, Rick and Morty, Bluey, Shogun. Like,
no, I don't. You pay for both subscriptions?
I have the Disney Plus, ESPN, and Hulu package.
Yeah,
so are they just putting everything in one now?
I guess I don't know because I do not have those. I only pay for Disney Plus.
Oh, okay. Disney Plus and ESPN alone is worth it, and then you get Hulu. And some people might disagree with the way I said that, but did you know there's 11 banned Bluey episodes?
Nope.
Me neither until now.
Interesting.
Is it though?
I don't know. Why? Well, we don't need. Well, that's further research, but I'd be curious about what makes it banned.
I should send you the article. Well, maybe we'll talk about it later.
Right.
Are we done with trailers?
I think so. I will mention that I think we missed a couple, but maybe we'll talk about them next time because I just saw that they're there. So until next time, let's get into our reviews.
Let's do it. Feature presentation.
I mean, since we were just talking about a series, do you want to take it away, Ryan?
Absolutely. I was so excited for this series because guess what? Paramount Plus, listen to me. They decided to extend the Sonic universe and give us a Knuckles miniseries, a 6-part miniseries of the best Sonic character ever, Knuckles. Now, a lot of people are going to disagree with me and say that Sonic is the best character, and then Shadows, and then Dr. Robotnik, but Knuckles is better. So this is basically Knuckles just being Knuckles and a warrior. And why I want to give this a review is because it's only 6 episodes, and it's a short story between Knuckles and, oh my God, I forgot his name.
I only know it's Adam Pally.
Yeah, he's another officer that is kind of a loser. Wade Whipple and Knuckles go on an adventure because Knuckles he has to fulfill his destiny as being a warrior, and he has to train another warrior. Well, he picks Adam Pally, and you find out that Adam Pally's mission is to win a bowling tournament. So he's kicked off his bowling team, and they go on a journey, Knuckles style, with choppers and road trip music and Knuckles hats and bowling's in it. And let me just say this: I won't give away too much. It's just fucking fun. It's a fun series. There are some episodes where you're like, "Where's Knuckles?" Like, I don't need to watch this whole like making Adam Pally a main character was kind of a mistake. Um, it just doesn't have the chops like James Marsden does, you know.
I like him a lot.
You do?
I do. I
He
think he's
reminds me
very
of
good.
just a chubby Jay Cutler. Don't know why.
I see that. I can see that. That's a good comparison. Um, yeah, I think I find him funny, and so I
Oh, don't get me
watch.
wrong. He's funny. I just don't think
Yeah,
he's a main character. And maybe
but that's the whole thing.
that's the whole point of this. It's funny and it's campy and it's kind of cheesy
but it's called
and
Knuckles, though. If you
yeah.
take away Knuckles, like you should have called it Knuckles and Wade. Like it's just. Like, you did a Knuckles thing, but you took him out, and that's kinda
Mhm,
what I was curious about with this whole series is, like, they got, like, all the original cast, you
mhm.
know, and it, cost
Besides
money.
Marsden and Jim Carrey.
Okay, so they don't make appearances in it,
No.
and it's not necessary, uh, uh, but also you got a lot of CGI stuff in there, and
Which let me add to that. They did a really good job.
yeah,
Movie quality CGI in a mini series like that there was not a lot of breakup, you know? Like, you know, you get the CGI movie and then you get the TV series and there's an obvious change from the CGI.
yeah.
No.
But
It's good.
that's what you got with the with this mini series is that's the difference is that writing style. So they knew like, okay, our budget isn't that big as like a whole movie, right? And we need to do 6 episodes. How do we budget that accordingly? And that's remove the expensive part, which is the CGI and Knuckles. Like that is
Yeah.
why I'm not surprised at all that you're like, there's some episodes like Knuckles are hardly in there. I'm like, that makes absolute sense. Like that just it makes total sense.
Yeah. Um I would here's the thing. I'm always going to recommend this because I think they found a really good balance of doing a movie theater movie, a sequel to it, and then extending the universe, still keeping it fun and fresh, having its little side quest movie, and building up to the third one. Um, I'll tell you, you don't need the one thing that it's to be determined. I don't feel like they had this series build up to the third movie, so it's not like a necessity to watch. You know how some pieces of media like you have to watch the miniseries,
Yeah.
uh, 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 Miss Marvel to the Marvels, you know, like you needed to like catch up to that to try and figure out what's going on.
Hmm.
Um, Knuckles is just overall fun. Just and they play like they play on the Sonic thing, you know, like the pop culture references. When you see Adam Pally's like childhood room, like he reminisces about the 80s movie posters and stuff like that. And just like it's both of their journey, but it's mostly Adam Pally's journey of like being a better cop and a better person. And the big part of that, and I'll give it away. Oh wow. I didn't was that Christopher Lloyd is the voice of the uh like Knuckles mentor. But the big name that's in there and you just don't really realize it until you're watching. You're like, who is that? And I do this every time with him is Carrie Illis.
Carrie Ellis is in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, he's Wade Whipple's dad. And he plays this like overly British professional bowler. And you're just like, what the fuck? That is so out of character for him.
Oh,
But then
that's
at the same
awesome.
time, it's not. My favorite thing is they have references. It kind of plays like dodgeball in a way, you know. It's kind of cheesy like dodgeball. They even have a reference to ESPN 8, the Ocho, and you have Paul Scheer and Ron Hubel as the announcers.
Nice.
Uh, and then Kid Cudi is the bad guy. So, like it has star power behind it. Um,
Huh.
and it's just hey, look, it's 6 30-minute episodes. What is that? That's 3 hours.
Yeah.
You're basically getting a Knuckles movie broken up,
Yeah. But
you
it
know?
sounds like though they could have just done 4 episodes, but whatever. um
True. If you wanna
I
do the Knuckles director's cut, you can make it a movie.
yeah. So I've only watched one, I think one episode basically. It set up the whole premise for everything. And the thing is they just kept that tone. Like I think what works with this Sonic is that it's actually really funny. Like
Yeah.
it's goofy. And with Knuckles it's even funnier because like right, he's even more like set in his way, and he's trying to, you know, bring his way to this new reality, right? Into our world. But he's a warrior. He's not used to this. He's about just training and fighting and always having a villain come at him. And so like the opening part in the first episode is him like fighting off some construction workers that were working on the house, that because he helped destroy it. Like it
Yeah.
was very funny. Like it was like, and that's the whole thing. Like they kept that the laughs like going in the tone throughout this whole thing. It sounds like everything you described, like they kind of nailed it. Just the one thing they probably lacked was that there's a lack of Knuckles. So
But the thing is when Knuckles is on there, and that's why I like Knuckles' character, like, Sonic is, like, overly he's hyper, he's trendy, he's, like, everything you want out of, like, what you expect out of Sonic,
yeah.
and Knuckles really doesn't get, like, the character development in any of the series, and this one, you just nailed it, Knuckles, like, he's trying to adapt to this world, and he's just doing it his way, and he stays that way, like, and then when he starts referencing pop culture stuff like Doritos or, like,
Oh yeah.
music playlists and stuff like that, he's just so oblivious to it, but he just like, "Okay, that's how it is. I'm Knuckles," and then he just uses those references and in such a wrong way. You're like, "No, Knuckles, you don't get it," but in a way, you kinda get it, and
Yeah.
that's perfect for with Idris Elba, like, I didn't think he would be a good voice for Knuckles, but the way that they're just building him as a character, he's perfect for it, dude.
Yeah.
Later in the episode when they're in Reno, uh uh, there's how, like, there's other conventions going on, and there's, like, another mascot convention, and Knuckles runs into some of these mascots, and his just interactions with the mascots are just, it's just hilarious.
That's awesome. Yeah. I will continue watching, but I think it's nice to know that there's gonna be some episodes where it's very there's little Knuckles to be involved. So but
And you said it best, like, there is a CGI budget, and you can't, like, just blow that on it so much, so they did their best to work their way around it and, have Knuckles appear, uh, when he was needed and necessary, but there's just long periods where, like, you're like, "Come on, show me Knuckles."
yeah, the show is called Knuckles. Come on.
Yeah, it's not Wade
So,
Whipple. It's
yeah.
not Knuckles and Wade Whipple.
Yeah. So well,
So
that's cool. It again, from what I saw, it looked good, and I will continue watching. So I hope they, maybe we'll get a Tails spin-off. Pun
I saw
intended.
what you did there.
Yeah. So that's cool. I said it from the top. I went back and I watched Raiders of the Lost Ark before they called it Indiana Jones.
Hmm.
And this is directed by Steven Spielberg, written by George Lucas, with
Just
some other
small time
people.
names, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's kind of, dude, it kind of shocked me, some of the parts. Like there was moments that really felt like, oh, like they're kind of new at this, like there was parts where I just felt like Steven Spielberg just like, I don't give a shit, we're doing it. And I don't know if I missed something, like there's this like older movies where that's just how it went, but like for like example, like there's stuff, I don't know if it's the writing or the directing, where it kind of played out like almost like a cartoon, where one of the big things was like Indiana Jones is that he doesn't really have a plan ever. And I think Harrison Ford's like just perfect at it. And he just goes off. He's like, nope, I need to get this thing. I'm just gonna go until I get it. And that's pretty much how every single movie plays out, I feel like. And it's just him just kind of stumbling into things. Except for he actually is a really good archaeologist. Like he does figure that part out, but as far as the bad guys and like interacting with them, I feel like that's just all like just luck. So in this one, they're after the Ark of the Covenant and they find it, and this is like, I don't know, maybe like halfway through the movie, but it just turns into this super long action sequence where he's just he has to get into this convoy to get this truck that has the ark in it, and he gets it. And just to finish like how this goes, like, okay, he says right before all this, he's like, well, what's your plan? Like, I don't know, I make all this up as I go. So he doesn't have any plans, right? He has no idea what he's doing, and yet he gets the truck, he gets all the Nazis off of it, and he drives away, stops all the Nazis, and drives away with the Ark of the Covenant. And then he's getting chased though as this is happening, but then he goes into like this marketplace, goes through like this tight opening, and then all the people in this marketplace just quickly file in and block the entrance and make it look like there is no entrance there at all. So and then like the Nazis show up and like, oh, what the hell? Like, where did he go? He just disappeared, right? Like, and that's the end of the scene. And then it shows like the people that they're all happy celebrating, like, oh yeah, because you did get a sense like they did not like the Nazis, which is to be expected.
I was gonna say, Peter.
Yeah, but the fact that, like, again, they had no idea that he was gonna show up in a truck with the Ark and that Nazis were gonna be chasing him, and it just so happened to be that they had a whole opening ready for him to pull a truck in, and then they would all merge together, blocking it so that they can't see this opening. Like, that's the kind of stuff from, like, I don't know if this is poor writing or this is the director or this was intentional, because like that was just kind of the goofiness of it, which, because there's other parts throughout the movie where like there is some weird random goofiness, but like that really stood out when I was as I was watching this, and it just kind of like it made me chuckle, but it is something that, like, as a kid, I didn't really think anything about it. I'm just like, oh, that's cool. Um, the other thing that stood out to me is that this movie, like, I actually feel like it kind of has like a lot of good scares in it. Uh, like that's why I was asking about like
Pretty
Ghostbusters.
underrated. Yeah.
Yeah, like, dude, there's tons of like corpses throughout this movie. Like, I mean, he is like an archaeologist. He's going to all this old shit, and like a lot of the old shit that he's going into is like booby trapped, and then a lot of spikes. People really like to use spikes in their booby traps, and there's dead corpses, and they would like go and like do screams at them, and it was interesting. Like, man, this is PG. I mean, yes, it was made in 1981, so I feel like I'm not even sure when PG-13 came out. Let's see. Sorry, I just need a 19. So PG-13 wasn't even introduced until 1984.
Oh wow.
What movie? I feel like it was a potentially Indiana Jones movie that got it first PG-13. Do 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 do. First one to be released. Oh, that was way off. That was Red Dawn. Red Dawn got PG-13. So, anyways, that's interesting. So, yeah, this is before PG-13, which it really shows. Like, this is straight up would be PG-13. Because there's even another scene where, the love interest Miriam, she gets like goes into like this like kind of like a crypt, I guess, and like they made it seem like all these corpses are like kind of grabbing her, and she's just going around like screaming and everything. Really nicely shot, and it looked really cool. Like you think like it should be in a horror movie. And then she finally gets out of it, but like that happens like quite a bit, these corpses, like and also just the blood, like with all the violence there, there's bloods, there's gunshots to the head and everything, like straight up I'm sure they guided that people to vote into a PG-13 rating because it was pretty violent. And I'm sure everyone knows at the end of this movie, where like the guy's face like melts off, right? Like that's a classic scene that you see all the time. But it is Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think it holds up. If anything, I realize that it's not quite a kids movie anymore. And should be probably classified as PG-13, but it's a fun watch.
Peter, there's a lot of movies in the 80s that shouldn't be kids movies, but they are. Because the 80s was that prime movie era where they were able to make things scary and gory, but not like overdo it,
Yeah,
Like
I think about Poltergeist like all the time.
yeah. Even
Like-
the Goonies was kind of creepy at some points, like Lost Boys. That was a little creepy.
Well,
And
that was rated R, man.
yeah. But you look at, okay, so you mentioned this little up and coming director for Raiders of the Lost Ark, and like he has some decent like jump scares in his movies. Like he did a small movie called Jaws. Has some good jump scares. He did Poltergeist. He was a producer on that one. Twilight Zone. He did a segment there, so he has some pretty good movies where he Jurassic Park jump
Yes.
scares there,
Yeah. He's
you know,
pretty good at them. He's good
he's
at
good
'em.
at them. He's good with
Isn't
Nazis, with Schindler's List,
yeah.
Adventures of
Isn't that
Tintin.
weird though that I mean, besides like Jaws, and I don't think you call Jurassic Park like horror, but he hasn't done a horror movie.
I was looking for one, dude. That was the whole point. Was like, I don't think Steven Spielberg has done a horror movie.
Yeah, but I think he would do a fantastic job. I mean, like he produced Poltergeist, which I guess that's the closest you get, and I love that movie. Like I can only imagine what Steven Spielberg would actually do.
This might be, what's the word I want to say? Objective. But would you say Steven Spielberg might be the best director out there? Body of work, the type of movies he has produced, directed. I mean,
I'm gonna say he's up there. I think he's had some very big movies. And that's what's kind of nice is again, rewatching Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I understand it's 1981. It's not going to be like the best like special effects and all that good stuff, but like there was like certain things that I just noticed throughout that was like it was just slightly off. Certain things are just kind of weird with it, and I noticed this is kind of the case with a lot of his other movies. Like he is one where I think he gets the shot, he gets the tone, but it can be slightly like there's mistakes in his movies. Like I probably
Yeah.
like in a lot of his movies, there are mistakes. And I think he's just one like, nah, it's good enough. We got to move on. We cannot take the time to like to fix this. Like there's mistakes in Jurassic Park. Like there was mistakes in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Best blockbuster movie director?
Dude, I think you got to go with James Cameron, man. Dude, he
know.
has the top
Mhm.
movies
That's true.
of all time.
And he did Terminator
Too.
2. Yeah.
Dude,
I did a quick Google of
T2,
like
Aliens
best.
2. Oh
Yeah.
man, James Cameron, man, like he did some really good shit. Not to, I mean, I think Steven Spielberg is definitely up there with he's done some amazing things. And I love his movies. Like that's like when I probably if you ask me like, hey, and maybe we need to do this as a quick question, like you pick your favorite directors, and I'd probably definitely have in my top 5.
I did a quick Google, and you know whose name pops up there a lot, surprisingly? Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah, dude, he's done a lot. Absolutely.
And he has the best actor as his son is the best actor in the world.
It's true. Makes sense, right?
Yeah. You know, he's a thespian.
That's right. That's
Peter,
right.
you got to get to bed. I got to watch X-Men, then get to bed.
Yeah, I did you know, yeah, I do need to get to bed. Maybe but I you know what I was thinking instead of recommendations, we missed this, Ryan, but we have the iHorror awards. We have the winners for the
let's do it.
2024. Yeah, so I thought let's quickly just blitz through this. I think I know how to share. And
Is this a scary sound for you?
Yes! Yes! Oh! Oh! Oh!
just cut out there, but it is not scary at all. All right, here we go. Can you see this?
I certainly can, my friend.
All right, stupid ads. All right, here we go. First one that we had was the best domestic horror film winner. And did we write this down? But I'm pretty sure we picked Evil Dead Rise, or at least one of us did, right?
What episode did we do that on?
Beginning of April, I believe, because I think we had to get
Okay.
him in before that, or maybe right before April.
Let me see. While you pull those up, I will look.
I don't think we wrote them down, Ryan. I think we said them out loud. Are you gonna listen?
I think we said them out loud. Yeah.
Yeah. But Evil Dead Rise, I'm pretty sure that's one that we talked about and probably also like no. This is one. I think I picked this one. Best foreign film horror film winner. Talk to Me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that was really good. Best horror actress winner is Alyssa Sutherland, Evil Dead Rise, which I don't think I picked her. Did you? I think you did, Ryan. Or at least we mentioned her that she was really good.
We need to write this down. I found the episode. It was episode 340.
And see how well we did. I know we didn't pick this one because we didn't watch this movie, The Passengers, but best horror actor winner was Kyle Gallner. So we didn't watch The Passengers, so I guess we definitely didn't get that one right.
No.
I did not vote for this one, but best horror series winner, The Last of Us.
Didn't I pick that one?
I think you might have.
Yeah, I think I want to see what the other candidates were, but I'm pretty sure I picked Last of Us because I was like, dude. Yeah. What did I pick? Dahmer.
Oh, I think collectively, I think we did Dahmer because we both watched it. Definitely though, we picked Evan Peters and he won for best performance horror series, which totally makes sense, dude. He nailed that. He was creepy as fuck. Best
We
horror
didn't-
short film. We didn't watch any of these, but it was Dylan's New Nightmare. So I guess I need. Oh, dude, that's a Freddy Krueger short film. I gotta watch that.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
See,
And we don't need to talk about these other ones.
Dead Meat. Oh, that was a bad. That was wrong because ours is the best podcast in the universe, regardless if it's a
Exactly.
horror or not.
Yeah, I don't know how they didn't get us on there. So
That's
we
because maybe
have because they don't
Wait, what?
listen to what the universe listens to.
Oh, it's just our logo. It looks like Planet Hollywood copied us.
Yeah. But yeah, that was fun to participate in that award voting. And I think we did a pretty good job. I think the fans all agree with how we voted as well. So
Well, we're freaking smart.
yeah, we are. We're very smart. If we just watched all those horror series, we probably would have done better, and also all those shorts. But now I gotta go watch that horror short. Damn it, I already forgot it.
Dylan's New Nightmare.
Dylan. Okay.
Yep.
Dylan's New Nightmare.
And I
Got
gotta
it.
finish that movie. Please Don't Destroy.
Do it.
Or do I
I-
need to? You
I don't know.
recommended it.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I liked it. So
Okay.
all right, buddy. It's fun. It was, never go wrong with a quickie, right?
Sometimes a quickie is just good enough.
Even though this quickie is just 10 minutes shorter than what we normally do.
You called it. You
That's
called it.
Right. All right, buddy. Until next time, everyone. Pew pew out.
Pew pew out. I had to press the button. I already remixed. It'd be a remix of the remix.